Hey everybody, this is IndieGeek and I'm back with part 2 of my Let's Play of Drunken Robot Pornography. So, if you did not see the first part, I was covering the game a couple days ago while it was still in early access. It officially released today. It is a game by Dejobaan games, and it is a kind of wild and wacky first-person shooter, as you will see here when we start up. For the most part, there aren't any major changes from the early access version that I did a video on already, but there are a lot of minor changes that are mostly just like polish things that really bring the whole package together now that it's in full release. So, with that being said, I'm just going to kind of jump in and we will start here. So, we can start by clicking on our apartment. Oh god, what a mess! You can't even fit inside it! Well, I'm going to leave in a huff. Life somehow diminished for its futuristic lack of ability to slam a door. You hit the close button and the door slides shut quietly. Okay? And then we can go to the bar. And this is going to give us kind of our story here. So, your now former bar has been cordoned off. There's a sign posted over the door. What does the sign say? Closed by order of the Boston Sky Fire Department. Why? About a week ago, your head robot bartender, Tim, went berserk and burned the place down. He took your 12 robot dancers. Ah? He built them into giant robot bodies, and now they're trying to destroy Boston. That's what you're fighting now. So that is our story, and we can go ahead and jump into this first fight here. So we do actually now get a little screen telling us what to do, which is nice. So we're going to jetpack to the Martini, which will then spawn the Titan, and we will fight the Titan.
Alright, I caused this, and now I'm gonna fix it.
So, I think one of the biggest changes is that just like the visuals all look a little better now than they did in the early access. The gun looks a little different. I don't think that's necessarily a big change, but like I said, as far as I can tell, there aren't really any big changes. It's mostly just like little polish things here and there.
To keep molasses here until the Great Leak of 2019.
So, you know, things look a little better, things sound a little better. There's loading screens, just those kind of things. They really kind of bring this whole package together. And, you know, as I said the other day, I mean, this is still super fun. I think I actually got a decent score there. Yeah, nice. Number 6. And speaking of, you may have just heard the You Got Mail message. There is now kind of a functional story to the whole thing. The mail messages were not in there the first time. So I'm going to be quiet and let this mail message play out for you.
Ruben Matsumoto, you miserable wastrel of an ape. It's Tim, your former bartender. I just wanted you to know I burned down your bar, Ruben. That was me. I'm not sorry. P.S. I quit, and I stole all your other robots.
So, as I said, it's a pretty wacky story here. So, this one we've got 2 Titans.
This place could really use some railings.
So I think this mission actually changed, now that I think about it, because there were not 2 Titans in the early access version when I did this mission. One of the big kind of actual functional changes that I've noticed is that it seems a little more difficult now, which I think is probably for the better. Because before, I was kind of just like tearing these Titans apart in like 5 seconds. This one will still probably go really fast. Yeah, so he was still really easy. So maybe I'll do like 1 or 2 more missions here, and then I want to actually go check out some of the other stuff that wasn't quite as implemented in early access as it is now. So like one of the really cool additions that I think was there, but it wasn't as kind of played up in the early access version, is the ability to make your own arenas, as well as actually making your own titans. So I think this is something that they've hooked up through Steam Workshop, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with that program. So you can actually make your own bosses, you can make your own levels, so that's pretty awesome. So I will play, this will be the last message that I'll let play through.
Ruben Matsumoto, you glaring disproof of divine providence. You may have noticed my handiwork around the city. That's your fault. You made me, and you made me make this happen. How can you live with yourself? Here's news for you, buddy. I hope you can't.
So I feel like, in my opinion, these are really nice. The early access version was very just kind of figure it out as you go, and it wasn't always obvious. Like, I don't know, just because of where it's placed in the screen, it wasn't obvious to me at the first time I played that like you actually need points to spawn the Titan in the first place. And that's probably just me being blind. Oh, I think maybe this doesn't... Yeah, interesting.
Rapid fire.
I also feel like the jetpack lasts longer now. I don't know if that's true or not.
20%.
I don't know. Some of the things like I don't know is how old the version of
40%.
the early access build I was playing. You know, I just had the most up-to-date one, so I don't know actually when the last update of that was. But even like some things in this with like the feel of the game is different in my opinion. And I don't know if that's just because I've played like a million games in the last couple days or what. So there is, oh, this is actually from a different person, so yeah, I guess I'll let this one play out too real quick.
Mr. Matsumoto, Sully Gillette here with the Boston Sky Clarion. Your bar was torched to cinders and I want the scoop. My source on the force says it's a disgruntled former employee. Tell me, was it the bionic barmaid with a burgeoning beef? The careless cook with a malfunctioning microwave? Or maybe you just needed a nice fat insurance payout? Call me.
So, I mean, the voice acting is pretty good. Whoa. Want greater airtime? Don't just hold down the jets, press them periodically. Well, I was doing that, so that's cool.
Well, this is relaxing.
Keyword 10% target. Automated.
Yeah, I like the voice acting a lot.
Hey, it worked.
I guess one of the things I don't know is if this version actually added more missions, because I didn't get to the point where I had like actually finished all the missions in the early access version.
30%.
I just pretty much played enough to kind of get the gist of what the game is about. So yeah, I don't know if this is... I would assume it's got more content added, besides all the stuff that's just more polished now, like you have heard me mention. Yeah, I'm
Out of
gonna...
bounds.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so I've got a nice little viewpoint here where I can get a whole bunch of missiles. Just gonna shred these things apart. Oh. Oh, I might run out of time here, though. Yeah, I think like getting some of the little messages and stuff between levels really kind of brings the whole thing together. And of course, I can't go on to even... I was gonna see if I could go look at some of the others, but I don't really want to play too much into the story. I wanted to go check out some of this stuff. So before, when we clicked in the play challenges, there was only the Battle Royale weekly challenge, which there still is, and I'm assuming it's still going to be once a week. But now there's Cocktail Hunter, Endless Titan Survival. You can fight other people's titans and play in other people's arenas. So maybe I will go into trending. And I'll just pick the first one here. Let's see how this works. So I can actually fight this dude's titan that he made.
Okay, that's weird, but collecting martinis.
So I mean, this is a pretty cool system. I like this. You know, it basically means that if you enjoy kind of the core gameplay of this, there's oh, okay. There's like an infinite amount of it now. At least as long as people are. So sure, I'll just go ahead and vote that one up. Then I'll exit. So that's pretty cool that you can do that. I want to check out what this Cocktail Hunter is. Cocktail interpretation. Okay, leap between rooftops gathering cocktail supplies. Carry as many as you can back to the goal simultaneously for the most points. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay, so this is also a deal where I do not have ooh, where do I take them? There we go. I don't have a gun at all, so that's kind of interesting. And I think if I get shot, it's over. So the goal is to collect the stuff without getting hit, and I can't do anything to defend myself either, so it's a little different.
10% to target.
Ooh, this could take a while though. Holy cow. Oh no, you can get hit. It's just, I'm assuming once you die, you're done, like any other level in the game. Whoa! Oh, that was no good. Well, that's okay though, so that kind of showed off what's going on there. So that's just another little added mode. The playground still, I think, is just a bunch of links to various places to check out Dejobaan, which is pretty cool. I wonder, I haven't tried this, so maybe I'll just like try to make a Titan real quick. I hope it doesn't take too long. Yeah, maybe I don't want to do this. This is potentially going to take a little while, but that kind of gave you an idea, and you can change your perspective. It looks kind of like the Unity stuff, if you've ever programmed in Unity. But that's cool. So there is that. Maybe I'll try this Endless Titan Survival. So this would obviously be a mode where you just go until you die. I like that. I think when it... Ooh, I haven't seen this guy before. I like him. Kind of the biggest thing about this game is that it's got just like tons of style to it. It's kind of, in my opinion, what sets it apart from a lot of kind of the other first-person shooter options that are out there. Ooh. Okay, this looks like a... Yep, I think that was one we had seen before. So, you know, it's pretty obvious that these kind of modes are going to just be mostly about like high score. Oh no. But you know, besides the high score stuff, I actually don't know how long the campaign is. Because because like I said, I did not finish the...
Rapid fire.
Well, that wasn't too bad. 68,000. I wonder where that puts me on the leaderboards. 11. It's pretty good. Of course, there probably haven't been too many people to put up a score. Maybe I'll try the weekly challenge and then call it good. Oh, right. So this is also something that they're going to live stream stuff every week. I don't actually know who's part of the live stream. I think it might be a thing where anyone can stream it. Let me see. Does it give me a... Okay, well, that actually opened up a YouTube page, so we're not going to do that, but that's cool. Drunken Robot Battle Royale 7. Sure, we'll give it a shot. Yeah, I think what they're doing though is once a week there's going to be basically a multi-Twitch live stream of everyone. Like they're kind of encouraging a bunch of people to do the challenge at the same time so that people can watch it all together, which is it's kind of cool. It's a neat idea. I think this is actually still the same challenge, but I'm assuming that's because the new challenge would start on Saturday, probably. So I'm just going to get some points here so we can spawn our Titan. Okay. Now our Titan is spawned. Yeah, I mean, I don't have like too much to say actually about the game because I just did the early access look at that went up I think on Monday. So, you know, you can check that out for my kind of more in-depth impressions of the game at that point. Really though, like the way I felt about that, I just feel even better about the full release. Everything's just more polished, which is obviously a positive. Which is actually a little surprising to me that it's even more polished, because it was all pretty polished to begin with when I played the early access version. The only thing that was really missing in early access was just a couple like presentation things. Stuff like having loading screens and stuff, but obviously those are in now, so that is no longer a concern. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the challenge, which would be embarrassing because I didn't beat it when I tried it on the other video I did either, so... Yep, that's it, but that's okay. So I'm just going to take us back to the main menu. And I'm going to wrap up my let's look at the official release of Drunken Robot Pornography. It is $15 now, normal price, but its opening week sale puts it at $12, so that is still a good price, I feel. And I think in my opinion, it's worth the full $15 as well. It's you know, it's a good first-person shooter. It's obviously got a ton of content between the fact that they are putting together the weekly challenges and all of the Steam Workshop content that will really only be as big as people make it, and it seems like so far people are already into it, which is super cool. You know, that just means that there's more and more to do with it all the time. So yeah, I would suggest, you know, if it looks fun, if you like first-person shooters with kind of a wacky and funny story to it, then this is a game for you, definitely. But with that, I'm gonna kind of call it to a close. So, as always, feel free to leave comments if there's anything you'd like to comment on. Subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos every single day. And if you like Drunken Robot Pornography, or you like my Let's Look At series, please consider clicking the like button, because that could help me out a lot, and I appreciate everything that you do to help. So with all of that being said, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.